My brother's face faltered immediately, replaced with confusion and a flicker of apprehension. My sister-in-law's mouth opened, perhaps to shout, but no words came out. Her eyes widened as she realized that the person she had tried to intimidate had not only returned but had come with a presence that could not be ignored. I stepped inside without waiting for an invitation, my movements deliberate and calm, every step a silent message of authority. The house felt smaller, the air tense with the kind of silence that screams louder than words. I didn't raise my voice, didn't demand apologies. I simply walked past them, making sure they saw that my mother had my support. Mom, still standing in the background, looked at me with a mixture of relief and disbelief. She had thought I might be too far, too busy, or too indifferent to intervene, but I was there, and my presence was enough to shift the balance of power in the room. What followed was not dramatic yelling or confrontation. It was something far more effective. My sister-in-law tried to recover her composure, opening her mouth to speak, but the words faltered. My brother, who had been so smug, found himself unable to maintain the facade. Their silence, their uncertainty, spoke volumes. Without a single raised voice, without a single harsh word, I had made them pale with realization. The tables had turned, and the quiet authority I carried was more powerful than any shout or smirk could ever be. Mom stepped forward then, slowly, tentatively, but with growing confidence. She looked at them, saw the change, and for the first time in a long while, she held herself tall. I could feel her relief radiating, her shoulders relaxing, her breathing steadier. They had underestimated the bond and support between family members. The drive, the thought, the preparation, it had all led to this moment, where justice didn't require confrontation but merely presence and calm resolve. By the time I left, the atmosphere in the house had changed. My mother walked beside me, smiling softly, and I knew that moment had shifted the dynamic forever. They had been shown, without cruelty or vengeance, that mistreatment would not go unnoticed. And for me, the 250 miles had been more than just a drive. They had been a journey of determination, courage, and the quiet assertion of what is right. The tension that lingered in the house after the events of the previous day was palpable, like a storm waiting to break. My brother, usually so self-assured and smug, had been reduced to a quiet observer, his smirk fading into uncertainty. My sister-in-law, still flushed with anger from her outburst at Mom, had no idea how quickly the dynamics were about to change. I had already driven 250 miles to confront the situation, not with anger, but with a presence that demanded respect. The look on their faces when I entered had been priceless, a mix of disbelief, fear, and the dawning realization that they had underestimated me entirely.